This is Prep Rally brought to you by West Termite Pest and Lawn. The real season began last week as teams across the state opened conference play, and for the next 6 weeks, playoff seedings will be determined by the outcome of every game. Let's take a look at Friday night's action across the region. Now, the 5A West has been in Harrison's grip for 3+ seasons. The Goblins brought a 22-game conference winning streak into Friday's home game against Farmington. That streak is now history. The Cardinals rallied from 25 points down, scoring the final 26 points of the game in a 36-35 win. Justin Logue hauled in a Cameron Van Zant pass for a 9-yard touchdown with just over a minute left in the game, and the Cardinals won their 4th straight game to open the season. Logue gave Van Zant credit for changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
Justin, I want you to run me that play in the end zone. What did you see?
Well, at first, I was the single receiver, and then we had a special call where I would go block the corner, but our quarterback, Cam, called an audible for me to run a different route.
What route were you supposed to run at first, but then it changed up?
I was supposed to block the corner, but then he called a bang 8 for me.
First-year Farmington coach J.R. Eldridge said his team showed a lot of heart in knocking off the kingpins of the 5A West on the road.
JR, if I hadn't seen what just happened tonight, I may have not have believed this. This was a wild one.
It was. I mean, what unbelievable heart these players showed. Just being able to come back out after being down 35-10, 25 points. Just so thankful for a group of guys who are willing to come out and fight. You know, we didn't know we'd be able to get all the way back in it, be able to win the football game. We believed that we could, but I tell you what, it shows a lot of character in these players at Farmington.
In the 7A Central, Bryant has dominated the league and the state for the past 3 seasons, but Fort Smith Northside was riding a wave of momentum with a 3-0 record heading into Friday night's home game. But Bryant again proved to be the team to beat, knocking off the Grizzlies 35-17 and by dominating the second half. Bryant led 28-17 at halftime, but held the Grizzlies out of the end zone over the final 24 minutes. Bryant did it by moving 3 of their big offensive linemen to the interior of the defensive line to thwart Northside's potent run game. Bryant coach Buck James called the move a little rump-shake boogie.
I thought a key was the 3 stops at the first of the third quarter when you had a couple of turnovers. Your defense really...
Yeah, they did a great job. You know, I didn't think they played very well in the first half, and we challenged them, and they came out and played well. You know, we held them to no points in the second half. I don't think that's been done all year long. So, you know, my hat's off to our guys and our coaches for being able to make the adjustments and play at the level that it took to win the second half.
And then the goal line stand down here, that's that was tremendous.
That's a mentality you like to see. You know, we put some of our offensive linemen in there, and it charged us up a little bit, and, you know, they a little rump-shake boogie right there.
Northside coach Mike Velour said his team had its chances but could not get through the Bryant defense.
No, we struggled there in the third quarter offensively. You know, did a pretty good job in the first half. And we wanted to be in the game in the second half. And we were there and had our chance, and then get it down on the 1. And I don't know how many plays we had, 4, and we don't score. Ty Massey hurts his knee a little bit, can't play, so Sunk was just having to do the load of the work, and we just didn't get it in. Score there, it's 28-24. We probably would have gone for 2, maybe got within a field goal, and who knows. But I'm proud of the way our guys played. Defensively, really, really proud. I'm proud of the way we played on offense in the first half and there in the fourth quarter on that drive. But we got to learn to figure out how to do it the whole game against a good team.
Fayetteville is looking to start 7A West play on a positive note, and the Bulldogs did just that in a 42-20 win against Bentonville West. The Purple Dogs scored touchdowns on their first 3 possessions of the second half and rolled from there. Fayetteville quarterback Bladen Fike had 4 touchdown passes in the win. Photos like the one seen in today's show can be seen and purchased on our website at nwaonline.com/photo. So be sure and check out these and other photos online or in the digital edition of the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. And if you'd like to see more photos like these from the award-winning NWADG photographers, they are featured in the digital edition every day for subscribers to the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Now, Bentonville has not lost a 7A West Conference game since 2016, and that streak continued Friday as the Tigers routed Springdale Harbor 41-21. Josh Ficklin rushed for 270 yards on 37 carries and scored 5 touchdowns for the Tigers. Ficklin said he drew his motivation from Harbor hosting his Tigers for their homecoming game.
I think the first 3 or 4 or 5 times you carried the ball, you had big runs. What was the key early on for you?
Early on, I was running mad. You know, I had a mindset in my head. I was disrespected. You know, so I had to punch him for that. Punch me.
So 5 touchdowns. You scored 5 touchdowns in a game before?
Nah, this was probably the first game. Yeah.
Bentonville coach Jody Grant said his team leaned heavily on the run game to win its 33rd consecutive conference game.
Jody, dominating run game tonight. What was the key for that?
Well, it helped that they were running their safeties out there 15 to 20 yards deep, so they couldn't fit their safeties in the run game. I still thought they did a good job, you know, with their 7-man box. But our guy, you know, our back runs hard. Our guys up front blocked really well, and you know that was the key to it. We had to be able to figure out run those guys out of there. We had to be able to run the football. We did tonight.
Despite the loss, Harbor coach Chris Wood said his team still has a lot of season left to play for.
And we had played 47 snaps defensively in the first half. They had the size advantage on us, got a little worn there, but hey, the character of these kids came out second half. They balled out defensively for us and gave us a chance, and offense played cleaner, so it's going to come. It's hard to be, it's hard because you want it for them so bad because you see their investment, but it's that opportunity. Hey, that's the story of life sometimes. And we're going to learn from it. We're going to persevere. We're going to get stronger. We're going to get better. And our story is not finished being written yet.
Good deal.
Now, you can get even more prep sports news with our weekly Prep Rally podcast and also our Prep Rally live on tape shows on the NWADG YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button to access that content each week along with this show. For podcasts, you can listen each week on SoundCloud, Apple, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher. In other games Friday night, Rogers High rolled over Fort Smith Southside 47-14, and Springdale coach Brett Hobbs earned his first win as the Red Dogs head coach, knocking off Rogers Heritage 31-20. Also on Friday night, Van Buren earned a 34-33 win against Siloam Springs in a wild 6A West clash, and Alma got 4 interceptions from Kevin Mills in a 55-38 win against Pea Ridge. In Class 3A, Charleston quarterback Brandon Scott fired 4 touchdown passes and ran for another in a 51-0 rout of Greenland, and Cedarville edged Lavaca 38-36 as Darrell Kadich rushed for 206 yards. Also down in the River Valley, Hackett quarterback Ethan Slavins fired 6 touchdown passes in a 68-47 win against Lincoln. This week, key games are on tap all across the region, including a huge game in the 7A West as unbeaten Rogers goes to Fayetteville. Also in the 5A West, Farmington hosts Valonia in a battle of unbeatens, and in the 3A1, Charleston will lock horns with Cedarville in a game that likely will determine the conference championship. That's it for this edition of Prep Rally. We'll be back next week as we recap another exciting week of prep football from across the region. Thanks for watching.